So thank you so much, Sumit ji, for being on the show with Guftagu with Dikshadev. But it's a pleasure that you said yes to the podcast and said yes to the mission, and you're right here in front of me sitting today in mid of COVID. So salute to you. But let's go ahead and start. Like, what's your journey? You're being a very reputed name in the industry. So आपकी journey कैसी थी? मतलब आपके academic year से लेके आपने जितने life में इतने बड़े इंसान बने हो आप आज. You are a great leader and people look up to you that I want to become like you. So how this journey happened to you? Over to you, Sumit.
Thank you, Diksha ji. So if you're going to continue as a Sumit ji, I'm going to continue saying Diksha.
Right,
so, Diksha, pleasure mine to be here, and that is a lot of kind words you've said together. I'm more grounded than what you're talking of, and I don't think so many nice words are. I'm eligible for that. But thank you so much. It's a good thing that you started. This is a really nice thing, letting people know. A lot of us learn from somebody else's journey. You listen to other people and take back a few things from those journeys, and which helps in your own growth. I have never been a great student. I have never been a top 10 in any of my classes throughout my school and college days, right from but I have never been too bad too. And what I've always done is I've always tried to do something new, something different throughout my life's journey. I did graduation. I did actually architecture. I'm an architect by background. Not many people know about that. And that happened by an accident. It just happened because one of my uncles was an architect, and my dad was impressed by his house and everything, and he made me do architecture, which and on a hindsight wasn't a bad idea.
Okay.
I did reasonably well during college days, and both in school and college, I think I have been an active sports person. I've always been. While from my belly, he will not find out, but I've actually represented Delhi state in state level gymnastics, inter-school gymnastics. So I used to be pretty thin and pretty active. So, but life added, as you grow, you actually add ounce weight also. It happens with some people, some lazy people like me.
Okay.
After college, after I worked with some renowned architects in Delhi and some big names, and then started my own practice. I practiced for a number of years. We did architectural design, interior design, and we also did turnkey execution. So I learned tricks of the trade from different areas. During that journey, in 1997, I'm an old guy. So 1997, there was a downturn. Not because of COVID, but overall a financial downturn. A lot of businesses came down, and our business also got impacted. And my journey started on the other side. I started looking out for opportunities, and I was lucky enough to get an opportunity very fast. Awesome. I worked with some, a leading IPC startup. And there were just 30 people in the country in that IPC. Today, probably there are more than 10,000 people in the same company, or close to 10,000. But as time there is a change which happens with everyone. Everyone gets some opportunity in life. It's up to you. Do you grab it or do you let it go? During my IPC, my first year in itself, I'm in a 2-2. I was going to end the year, and my boss was called for an interview in Mumbai with one of the leading international banks. And he was asked to take 2 of his best guys with him, as they wanted more people. So, as luck would have it, he took me around with him for that interview. But sometimes, you just don't know what's in store for you. And I remember that flight, my first flight to Mumbai, actually the second one. First one was when I went for honeymoon. And that was a hopping stop. Okay, but this second flight, when I was landing, I could see that the city is calling me, and I'm going to be here. And interestingly, we had 2 days of continuous interviews. Fortunately, unfortunately, my boss was sent back and I was retained. So destiny just don't know what happens.
Gee.
And that's where my banking or my job started, picking up. And I straight away jumped a salary probably which was 4 to 5 times jump straight away on salary because A, Mumbai is expensive, B, this job was good. But then there has been no looking back from there. I started as a project manager over there because I had project skills, because I had done design and execution both. I actually learned quite fast, and then the journey just went on, and I became a country head first, then a South Asia head, and then lastly I was leading as a company as a global infrastructure and logistics leader. So I did learn a lot during this journey, and because I kept learning throughout. So when I was a project manager, like I said, you have to keep learning new things. When I was a project manager, I used to look at how transactions are done, lease transactions, and I used to focus, and after office hours, I used to study leases and I used to work on them. Then during that process, I also looked at my security, colleagues, and made good friends with them. I learned tricks of trade from their area. So you make friends from other sides, and you just listen to them, like people would be listening to some your podcasts, and you learn from them. Life is a journey. You continue learning throughout. So here I am sitting next to you, listening.
Chale, thank you so much, Sumit. I'm going to say Sumit, like you allowed me to do that. Thank you. So it's wonderful. Like we talk about a lot of your journey and your flight journey, which is not your honeymoon, but yeah, you talk about the life journey, which is you always look ahead and आपने opportunities को grab किया और पर आपने एक line में बोला कि opportunity हमें पता होनी चाहिए और grab करना चाहिए. तो एक इंसान opportunities को कैसे grab करे, कैसे जाने कि ये opportunity है. जैसे लोग बोलते हैं ना, दरवाजे 10 हैं, सब बंद हो गए तो make one for you. पर अगर दरवाजे 10 और मुझे पता ही नहीं है, पहले मैं जानूँ कैसे, फिर दरवाजे के पास मैं पहुँचूँ कैसे. So that's my question to you.
Learn never to say no.
Wonderful.
You just don't know which of those doors is an opportunity. You have to enter each and every door. You will fall in some and you will run in some. So life itself will teach you. I've never been, I've never run after money. I've never ever asked any of my bosses what my increment is going to be, what my bonus is going to be. I've never ever. I've always believed you just do your work like a horse and just keep doing your work, and if you're doing it with heart and soul in it, things will fall in place. Everything just falls in place. God has good for everyone. It's for you to reciprocate to. I've always helped people during my life's journey, and somebody's always helped me in my life's journey. There's been always somebody who's come into my life whenever there's been a little bit of a trouble, and that's what happens with everyone. It's just that we don't look at it. We try to ignore and we start thinking, hey, uska kya matlab hai isme? Usko kya milega isme? Just forget, just do your bit about it. And it just helps.
Sure, but Sumit, सब लोग एक जैसे नहीं होते, right? A lot of people think about themselves first, and a lot of people have so much compassion कि मैं दूसरों के बारे में पहले मैं दूसरों को सामने रखूं. So, what's the one point for people out there who probably listen and inspire from you, like how we should keep our intentions बाद में and दूसरों की intention दूसरों के लिए पहले. तो ये जो मन का भाव है, ये कैसे हम लोग अपने आप में सीखें अब, या ये natural होता है? Natural है तो it's good, it's a bonus point from God. But then अगर ये natural नहीं है, और आपने जैसे बोला कि increment काम money के लिए मत करो, आप उसके लिए करो जहाँ पे आप खुश हो. तो सुमित, यहाँ पे बहुत सारे I like used to do that. Thank you. But there is a serious problem here I'm talking about, because I've seen a lot of people wrote me such kind of message that ma'am nahi ho raha, I'm being into women community, I'm being into tech community, whatever the community be. But then they lose hope. They lose कि अगर मेरे पास कोई reason नहीं है, पक्का मुझे reason ढूंढने की ज़रूरत है. मैं बिना किसी reason की कैसे sail या ship चला सकता हूँ? So over to you, Sumit. What do you think? Like, do you have always a reason behind whatever you do? Is that has to be intact? This has to be number one. या फिर जैसे आपने बोला, selfless, do whatever you do. So over to you.
I have always believed in instinct. When you enter a room or enter a house, whichever house I've bought or taken on rent, what's my first feel I get when I enter? That instinct tells you what your next step is going to be. Sometimes some instincts tell you this is not the right place, this is not the right company to work for. It just comes to you. and just flow with it. The second thing which I truly believe everyone is afraid of losing their piece of work.
Okay.
So they keep it to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They will not share with others, and they will. I mean, that fear of losing that work and may lead to losing the job itself is too much in everyone's head. I don't think that should be what you're. What you should be doing is whatever you have, try to share that with others. The more you share, there will be somebody upwards who will be looking at that, and he will see that you have opportunity to do more. If you're going to keep it to yourself, you'll be just loaded with that work, you will not be able to do anything else. The moment you share, you will be able to do more. It's very important to share things, and that will help you grow. So when I was a project manager, if I didn't share my project, intent and somebody else, if wanted to enter in my project area, I've always welcomed that, because that gave me an opportunity of free time to think of and gain something more somewhere else. So I truly believe that fear of losing stops a lot of people to really grow in life. If you have to do more, you have to give for.
But you said it very correct, Sumit, that आपको अपने लिए करना है. You can't see somebody else and you copy that face. But my point here is, what you think and what's your take? How important the community in order to build anything? जैसे it's my mission, and I'm sure that's your mission too. कि हम लोगों को कोविड से पहले पता नहीं था कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है FM या कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है. People only write okay, respect janitors, but I don't know who they are and what they do. And उससे ऊपर क्या? उससे dive deep into क्या? Housekeeping क्या होता है? Honestly, मुझे भी नहीं पता था. When I met, when I went a part of Digi FM and वहाँ पे हम लोग गए, तो मुझे लगा, oh, this is so big, this is so huge. I've not even expected any of this. But then people out there जो sponsor नहीं है या invitee नहीं है या नहीं आ पा रहे हैं, वहाँ तक कैसे पहुँचे? उन्हें कैसे हम बताएं कि अपार्ट फ्रॉम इंजीनियरिंग ये सब होता है और आप इसको एक क्षेत्र अपना ले सकते हो. क्योंकि मैं आपको बताती हूँ, I've been into Amity, I've been into Birla, so that's my ex-university where I pass out from. But then none of the person is so much excited for FM. Honestly speaking, none of them. Not even one person said कि मैं ये करूँगा. अरे तू क्यों कर रहा है? No, lot of questions. So ये जो apprehensions है market में, students के दरमियान जो millennials हैं, they want to make their career out. How they will choose and why they will choose. They are not well versed and they are not a part of community. तो हम ये community building कैसे करें from very scratch, and especially for the youth. Over to you, Sumit.
So again, I think you answered yourself, but there was a hidden message which you missed out in that. When you said people come in these forums and they speak and they eat and they just go back and maybe probably go to the cocktails and go back. But there is a good amount of networking you do during that time. I think that's the best time. I think more than learning and listening to people on the stage, the time you get during lunch and the time you get in the evening to talk to your seniors, your peers, that's more important, because that's the journey you are making. That's the community building which you're doing. And if you are able to go to the stage, you already built a community, because there are 100 people looking at you and talking about you. So that happens by default. You just have to take that effort, and that fear that मैं stage पे जाऊँगा and I will not be able to speak is just being in your head. Yes. Please understand what you do on a day-to-day basis. You know more than anybody else. The moment you go on the stage and nobody will ask you, out of syllabus कुछ नहीं आएगा. वही चीज आएगी जो आप करते हो, तो वो तो आप बोल ही सकते हो. So it's what's difficult over that. And a big point you made about the FM guys demeaning themselves is what I say. So I was there in one of CII conference, and I had a very senior leader from the industry sitting next to me. I respect him a lot, and he's been a good friend too. And there was this question by the moderator to the two of us, and it was like a guftagu again. The third guy asking the two of us, and he asked that, what do you think facility managers are looked down upon and all? And my colleague said, yes, we don't make that much value. And I just didn't like that. I think we demean ourselves. I think we are more important than anybody else in this system. What we don't realize that anybody who joins the organization goes through us. We are the first people a housekeeping guy or a receptionist or somebody who faces the CEO of the company, the junior most person of the company. We have the ability to walk into anybody's cabin or anywhere. If you are an IT graduate or if you are working on an IT project, that project takes 6 to 12 months to get completed and then somebody pats you on the back. Here, every day you are doing something for the company and somebody is patting your back. So I don't get it. I see people are actually put on a pedestal much more in this job than any job. And then the best part on that forum, I remember, I asked the moderator, "What's your education?" And she said, "I am a architect, and then I did my post graduation." I said, "Okay." And I said, "My colleague next to me is an MBA from US." And then the first row, then I pointed towards the first row. I said, "That guy is an IIT grad. That guy is a post grad in something else." All and I said, "I'm a technically qualified person." So all of us are well qualified. If we are able to join this and do well, and I also added, all of you get a lot of money than a lot of people in the industry. Your average salaries are very good at a senior level. So you have to work around it, and I think this job is as good as any job in the world. And this job will never go.
Never.
That's the best
Yes.
part.
Yes.
And till date, a lot of times somebody tells me, "Hey, my sister works here, my brother works in the same company. Do you know her? Do you know him?" And I tell them, "I don't know, but you can check with them. They will know me because they would have, spent time finding their seat or something, and I would have helped them in their journey." So
Wow.
it's a very important job. What we don't realize,
Yeah. Get your snacks ready. This is going to be interesting. All right. So, Sumi, tell me, like, a lot of people say, okay, हम लोग एक अच्छा इंसान बन सकते हैं, हम सब कुछ सीख सकते हैं, और I'm sure like attitude is much more important than these skills. That is very much true. But अब एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण चर्चा पे मैं बात करना चाहूँगी जो है कि भाषा का प्रयोग. जैसे लोग अगर बोलते हैं आप कितने भी सीनियर चले जाओ या कितने भी जूनियर है, जेनेटर है, कोई भी लोग है, हिंदी से या अपनी नेटिव भाषा बोलने से कतराते हैं. तो ये जो और कतराते तो है वो तो वन पॉइंट है, फिर आप पे हीन भावना भी आ जाती है कि यार मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना तो ये मेरे बारे में कैसे सोचेंगे. तो सर sorry, Sumit, going to tell me like exactly how we have to solve this as a leader. You're so much experience into your sphere, right? So आपने ये चीज़ें नोटिस की होंगी. तो हम लोग का कर्तव्य है कि लोगों से हीन भावना हटाना. तो हम उसके लिए क्या करें? और दूसरी बात, हमें गर्व होना चाहिए. हम किसी भी आर्टिकुलेशन में बोलें तो हीन भावना फिर क्यों, और हम इसे कैसे दूर करें? Over to you.
So Diksha, it's a very big point. And if I actually rewind any of the conferences I've done, मैंने हर conference में एक ना एक line हिंदी में जरूर बोली है.
Of course I remember.
And this is just to tell yourself कि हिंदी बुरी भाषा नहीं है. अगर आप हिंदी में कुछ बोल रहे हैं तो आप छोटे नहीं हो रहे हैं. You are as big or as small as anyone. And you spoke of attitude. I think if you check my WhatsApp word, it says your attitude defines your altitude. It's very important, but people take that same sentence in different meanings. So sometimes you have an attitude of you have a closed air. I think attitude also means that you are humble, you are grounded. That's equally important. You need to be, arrogant at some point of time. I don't say never, but sometime when it's really, really needed to push your point, and if you think it's the right thing for the company or for yourself, then you have to fight for it. But otherwise, be humble and be helpful always. It's very important.
Okay.
और हिंदी की भाषा, I think मैंने आपको सुना है दीक्षा, पहले जब भी सुना है, heard you speak in हिंदी, अच्छा लगता है. Unfortunately, हमारी habit खत्म हो गई है.
No matter what your color is, no matter your height, size, shape, nothing. Even Sachin Tendulkar has said an example, छोटा है तो क्या हुआ फाड़ दूंगा. So that's something very important. So over to the last question and then a secret question. So last question for you is, what's your आपके अपने लाइफ में बहुत सारे सक्सेस पड़ाव हुए होंगे. एक सक्सेस आप हमसे शेयर करिए जिसमें आप अंदर से बहुत उत्साहित और बहुत प्रसन्न थे. मतलब you're very happy. Any success?
Difficult to choose one, but every time I help somebody find a new job or help him in any manner, physically or if he's ill and you're able to do something, those are all my big takeaways. I don't think the money which I've earned all these years is my real, success. The friend circle I have, the well-wishers I have, and I have a huge, circle of friends in every part of this country or outside the country. I think that's my real earning. That's what I feel.
Wow. That's pretty much, that has a lot of depth. Yeah, you have to have a great community, not per se like, alcohol wala friend. Yeah,
I have a lot of alcohol.
you have? All right, amazing.
That teaches you the giving part of it, or maybe snatching from the others. So,
Wonderful, wonderful. One Gadi bites like a wonderful. Chaliye, sweet. So, Sumit, it was lovely learning from you. ऐसा लास्ट ऐसा कुछ बताइए जिससे लोग के रोंगटे खड़े हो जाए, मतलब लास्ट ऐसा कुछ जैसे चंपे फटे और मतलब ऐसा कोई भी पोएम है जिससे आप बहुत अंदर से मूव्ड हुए, कुछ ऐसा वाक्य या कुछ भी आप शेयर करना चाहें for people out there. Over to you, Sumit.
That's a strange question. So,
Yeah,
you
you
to
can
start
take your
this.
time. You can take your time. No worries. He can edit.
Yeah. So Diksha, that's a tough question. But the other thing which I've always had on my desk, I don't know if you've seen, there is a swan and there is a frog in the swan's mouth,
Mm-hmm.
and the frog is half inside the mouth and half outside. And then you look at that photo a little more carefully. The frog's hands are actually choking the swan's neck. In short, never give up. I truly believe never give up is another motto which I've always had. Nothing troubles me. Nothing troubles me. I have never got troubled by anything because I think every bad time leads to a good time. It's a circle of life. Bad times are going to come. Accept it, and if you're ready to accept that, you will, tide over that faster than others. It's not that it will not affect you. It will. It does a lot of things affect you, but you get over it faster because आज अच्छा है तो कल बुरा भी आएगा और कल बुरा है तो अच्छा भी आएगा. Live with that and always have that giving back to the community. It helps.
Superb. It was fantastic communicating with you. And the point is that you talk about like ये frog वाला तो one of my best. It moved me inside. Like दूर से देखने में एक different perception होता है. When you go near, and it's like wow, ये तो उस पे भारी था. So that's pretty amazing. So thank you so much for being on the show,
Thank
and
you.
I appreciate each bit of your learning, and I'm sure people will love and people will get inside, get those learning inside, and they improve their own life. So thank you for
Diksha,
that.
one line more which I would want to add
Sure.
is that throughout your journey as a youngster, mandatorily invest in something. When you are my age, let COVID come or anything come, it will not affect you if you are saving some bit of it by default for a later faster. If you don't have enough money, you don't smile. Unfortunately, that's the way world is. So you do need a little bit of money. So, but you have to get your money to work for you, and
Yes.
not just work for money. Let the money also work for you. So invest wisely and learn this during your life's journey.
Invest wisely and learn the journey and be very much capable enough to do a lot many things as a vertical in your life and keep growing, keep learning. So that's the mantra. So wonderful. I mean, I cherish each and every learning I'm going to apply in my life immediately after the discussion. Wonderful.
Thank you.
So thank you so
So kind
much.
to see you too.
Thank you.
Personally.
Thank you.